was new, and you were pretty new too. And we didn't have that relational trust as we do now. How did we get to having that strong relational trust so that we were able to perhaps challenge each other in a positive way, which we call productive conflict? But we do it in a way that really enhances our learning.
I think one of the first meetings when we were together, we looked at EQAO results from the year before, where really nobody had any personal stake at or with those results. But we started analyzing where the gaps were. And that started the process of, okay, let's really find out what we need to do, what's missing. And it wasn't attacking anyone. We were all working together to try to analyze that data.
Well, and it was neat to see, because at that time when we did that, all of a sudden we found that the language wasn't consistent amongst our teachers. So you'd have a grade 4 teacher going, oh, but I've been calling for a math term, I've been calling it this. No, this is the new language that you're supposed to be using, and this is what they're seeing in their assessments, whether it's on EQAO or at the board level, a common assessment. And we were realizing, whoa, that's one thing we need to change right away. So I think it was really that right there got all of our teachers on board, that we need to all be aligned, because something like that could totally throw off results. So.
And I think there also was a feeling among every teacher that was there that we want what's better for the students. And because we were connected to the grade 3 and grade 6 testing, which a lot of us have not been, except for old anchors, and we weren't up to speed. But in that trusting atmosphere with you leading us, Mary, that I think people felt really comfortable. We were data-driven was a new word a year ago, and it scared me, because I didn't know quite what that was going to mean. But when it's all said and done, it's for the better, and we're collaborating about kids. We want what's better for the children. And I agree with you, Neil. Some of the terms we weren't using, different books use different terminology. It throws the kids right off. Just that consistent language, and
our own understanding of, for example, what the text forms are, and the features of them, or the math terminology.
A lot of dialogue amongst the staff, and questions, and even questions then to bring to our principal. Well, what is the right answer here? It really opened up a really
and sometimes there aren't any right answers. Sometimes there's a lot of gray, but that's okay. We're there to learn together and to delve deeply.
And having that discussion.
And when you build that culture that we're responsible for all of the kids, all of us are responsible, then everyone's in it together. They're all working together, as you said, to improve student learning. That's our goal.
You need to have that safe environment.
And part of establishing that safe environment was when the first time we met, we had a set of norms.
That's right.
That's right.
The set of norms was mutual respect, active listening, and the right to pass. And they're, basically from tribes, but we were able to abide by them, and now we don't even think of the norms because they're so deeply ingrained when we communicate to one another. And we take a piece of writing, and we're almost as if we're one brain, because we are able to see it in a consistent way. However, sometimes when the writing does border level 2, 3, or 3, 4, between two levels, we might have challenges among each other, and that's okay, because that really forces us to look deeply in those rationales and provide reasons. And I think we want to welcome that too, in a professional and positive way.
Absolutely.
Teacher moderation strengthens the collaborative nature of the team. It builds skill and adds depth to the understanding of the assessment process. Teachers gain confidence in the ability to articulate what the data reveals to students and parents. When all staff speak using the same terminology and understanding what that terminology means, students and parents benefit because the information is clear and consistent. One of the most important benefits of teacher moderation is that it allows for precise and timely intervention that helps students move along in their learning. During the moderation process, teachers identify strengths and needs that individual students have. They are able to plan next steps to address any gaps in learning or to take students to the next level in their learning. Let's watch a clip during which a teacher determines the next steps based on the sample of work being analyzed.